in describing your values, you prefer to use verbs over nouns. Now, why is this the case, and what verbs do you use to describe yourself?
So values have to be verbs. It's not that I like them to be verbs, it's that they have to be verbs. And the reason is because values are things you do. Values are things you live by, and you can't do nouns. You can only do verbs. And so if you look at an organization, for example, you see companies that have their corporate values on the wall, and it says innovation, respect, honesty, right? Now,
it's nice posters, too, I'm sure.
Yeah, beautiful posters, yeah. And if you have to write honesty on the wall, you've got bigger problems, But you can't do innovation. You can't walk into someone's office and say, from now on, please, a little more innovation in all that you do. But you can say, look at the world from a different perspective instead of innovation. Instead of honesty, you can say, do the right thing. You can hold people accountable to that. You can create measurements around that. And when somebody says, were you honest? We're like, well, yeah, but it was more profitable. You can sort of sneak around it. Whereas somebody says, did you do the right thing? It's a higher standard. And so you have to have verbs if you want to do them. So my values are take an unconventional perspective, keep it simple, share. I believe in sharing everything, sharing ideas, sharing experiences, silver line it. And what I mean by that is I find the silver lining in every cloud. The goal is not to try and fix the things that are broken. The goal is to try and amplify the things that work. Yes. And ultimately, one of the goals is make long-term progress. And because that is a stated value, a stated way of operating, and it is a verb, I focus on measuring the long-term value I can create in the world and not just the short-term gains.